Knicks trash, Lakers trash, but the worst team, and I can't even say the most disappointing because it's been a mess for the last since 2019, 2020. Get Brooklyn Nets the fuck out.
Oh yeah, they just go back to Jersey.
Get the Brooklyn
Nets. Go
back
to Jersey,
here,
man. Go back to Jersey, dog.
And
they've been in the fucking rut, dog.
They so trash. Now we got to start taking back some of that KD slander when they was talking about he shouldn't have left the Warriors because this shit ain't his fault. That management has the worst decision-making skills we have seen on display
ever.
Hold on, let's start from the beginning. So first of all,
go ahead.
First of all, Kyrie went there. Traded all the good young team. It was a playoff team.
Spencer Dinwiddie, D'Lo, all them.
And what's the other? Karis LeVert, yeah. Doing their thing.
Jared
we
Allen.
know what the 76ers did. Stop playing with Ben Simmons, but that's another story. We know we know he did. We know he did to them in the playoffs, but that's the end of that. They still look good. It was a hype, good thing for New York, good energy, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Got rid of all them guys for the real superstar. We know what Kyrie do.
We understood. Kyrie is a superstar.
It was a few little rumblings, but we not mad at the trade. It's Kyrie fucking Irving.
Kyrie still when he get on the court, we understand.
Come on, man.
We understand. We are disappointed when he played in the playoffs last year and he stood like this. I said, oh my gosh.
I mean, we know why he did it though. We're gonna get to that later. Let's keep with the timeline now, right?
Continue.
So cool. Kyrie, they was around the same. They weren't really great. They weren't really terrible, but he didn't play a lot. He missed a lot of his games. But still, he put on the show what he played. Cool.
Definitely.
Now we got the major rumblings. KD's unhappy. Where is he going? They said he's going to the Knicks. They said he was going to your squad.
He did.
They said he's going to your squad.
He did. First of all, listen. As a Knicks fan, our ownership ain't great either.
Yeah.
Our ownership.
The state ownership isn't the best. The New York management for professional teams hasn't been great.
They haven't, but the Mets have done better. The Yankees have done better.
The Yankees stunk it up. Stop.
Yeah, but I'm saying they've got.
But you can stop that.
But the Mets.
Get that man his money.
I'm not a Yankees fan. Fuck the Yankees. I want. Hey, bring Aaron Judge over to the Mets.
The Jets been trashed for 45 years or whatever.
Hey, you see what the Jets doing this year, right? They looking good this year.
Okay, cool. The NFL ain't that good either, but we can keep pushing. We can keep it pushing.
Yo, my team's doing well. They ain't good.
I'm just saying.
Continue. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. So KD arrives. They talking about, oh shit, we might have the best 2-on-2 finals matchup we've ever seen.
Okay.
Bron, AD, because we know what Bron and AD was doing when LA got healthy. My God,
they were
disgusting.
They were
first year, one ring, but everybody can't do that. But that's neither there. The 08 Celtics and the fucking Lakers do that when they get their superstars together first year. It's over with.
It's right. I agree. I completely agree. Go ahead.
What happened that first year? Did somebody get hurt?
Got hurt. Then KD got hurt.
KD got hurt. Oh yeah, KD was out that whole year because he told us shit in the finals. Okay, cool. So Kyrie had to do whatever.
Yeah.
Then we get the major. James Harden's unhappy.
Huge.
And when I'm talking about record-setting James Harden, like
60 points, back-to-back,
60-point triple-doubles, 28 and 12. One of the greatest point guard displays we've ever seen.
At one point, that man was averaging 36 and 12.
Come on, man.
Leading the league in scoring and didn't get MVP?
Argument can be made that he's the best isolation scorer
ever.
We've seen best perimeter isolation scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an argument to be made.
Listen.
It's nothing nobody could do with him.
Nothing.
He comes. The three-headed juggernaut. And my God, the hype was ridiculous.
Was it?
What I will say.
Go ahead, hold on. Go ahead.
What I will say. That was the one time the hype was everything that it turned out to be.
When they all played together.
Oh my God.
That shit was like, like when you played like 2K or something, when you was able to trade players and you couldn't lose anything. It's like, all right, bro, this is not fun.
It was the same thing. Bron with the Miami.
Yeah, it was.
Sweet Jesus.
So when they went on a 23 game win
Celtics, sweet Jesus.
Why are you doing this? That's unfair.
Paul Gasol and them in LA, my God, come on now. It gets spooky sometimes.
It definitely does. I agree.
It gets spooky, and we know what happened when Drew Holiday went to the fucking. Well, come on now.
All right, go ahead.
It wasn't spooky, but it was like, shit.
They won a ring off that.
It's facts. Yeah. Well, we can get whatever. Cool.
Hate ass.
When I say it got to the point, like, damn the 73-9 Warriors, damn the KD Warriors. It got to a point they had to turn them damn games off because Brooklyn was beating teams. They was taking turns playing one-on-one with everybody on the court.
They was playing 21.
It was the best
this
scoring,
LA Fitness out there.
And these boys was dropping 30 on 50% shooting against anybody. It was no defense.
No, there was no defense.
First of all, nothing you could do.
I mean, think about this, right? Think about how the Warriors are, where they be like, oh man, if you can't guard Steph to leave Clay open.
Right.
You can't do all of that. So you had to play one-on-one. Every now and then they get double teamed.
Facts.
There was no double teaming for that Brooklyn Nets team.
They were so good, it didn't even matter that they only had 3 players on the fucking roster. The big man was trash. There was no point guard. It was just 3
There was nobody else.
hoopers on this shit. The Warriors always was balanced. These 3 Brooklyn.
That was it. Who else they had on that team during that time? Joe Harris wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, Blake Griffin, all these random Bruce
Jeff
Brown
Green was on that team
shit.
at one point.
Jeff Green was hooping too. But
I like Jeff Green.
Had these random players. It was disgusting. It got so bad. The team that actually won the championship that year, they was getting beat by like 40 plus points in that same series.
They definitely was.
Before them injuries
I agree.
started happening.
I agree.
Okay, cool. The injuries happened. Nobody can fault for that. It was the scariest shit we ever seen in our life.
It was.
I agree. It was literally the scariest shit. I was like, come on, bro. It's nothing.
That's not fair. I thought the Warriors were fair, but this was like.
Yeah, it was different.
Like, why are you doing this?
Okay, cool. Nobody's mad at that. Next year happens. Trouble in the water.
COVID happened.
Nah, that was after COVID. Because it was after COVID.
Well, remember.
You talking about the COVID Kyrie shit.
Because that James Harden was still there. That was next that happened. Right after that.
So it was already rumblings that, Kyrie already said some bullshit about Steve Nash before it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a coach. All that we could just play. He actually was right, but that's neither here nor there.
We knew
he would have been right.
First of all, everybody in the world knew Steve Nash shouldn't have been that coach. Everybody was confused about everybody else in the world could have been coaching that team.
Yeah.
They threw out Mark Jackson out there. They obviously not trying to get him a job again. But
they don't want him.
He's a solid coach. But I mean, they had so many other people.
Solid don't get you rings, but true.
But Steve Nash had no history of ever coaching anything.
And they was still busting ass. So what's your point? What's
They didn't win.
I mean, Tyrone Lue ain't had no history. What they do? Win a ring. So what's your point? I mean,
he was on the coaching staff.
So? He was no fucking head coach.
Steve Nash had never been on the coaching staff.
So what?
That's a huge difference.
The point guard. 2 MVPs.
Listen, I'm a fan of Steve Nash. Coaching and playing is 2 different things.
I know. That's why point guards usually are the head coaches.
Very true. But,
Jason Kidd. Avery Johnson. Damn, I'm going to keep going. Derek Fisher, but whatever.
Oh, Derek Fisher was terrible. Oh my gosh, I fucking hated him and Isaiah Thomas for the Knicks.
True.
Both coaching.
True.
Ass. Oh,
that's why I usually the point guards at the head coach. Bron probably going to be a coach somewhere too, or owner, one of them.
Yeah,
but anyway,
go ahead.
Rumblings happen. Mm-hmm. They not liking each other. They say they're not feeling James Harden. He gives up on the team.
Oh, yeah, he said, fuck it.
He ran them out. He saw what was happening. It was a mess around that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Then COVID hits. They won't let Kyrie play.
Kyrie said, man, fuck that vaccine.
They won't let him play. It's not that he didn't want to play. They wouldn't let him.
Listen.
Everybody else with no vaccine was coming through that building, hooping Jaylen Brown, them.
Listen, to me, to that point right there, that's the most absurd shit I've ever heard. The player who plays for your team, not vaccinated, he can't play. But it doesn't matter. Anybody from any other team, they don't have to be vaccinated to come play.
It's your city.
Listen.
Speak to it. Defend it.
I ain't defending that shit.
That's your city.
That shit was stupid.
Okay. We'll call your city stupid then.
No. That shit was stupid.
Okay.
Absurd.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? I apologize, Kyrie.
So they won't let him play the entire year. Mm-hmm. The entire year. They tried to come back because he actually won the case and put that shit together at the end of the season. You can't throw that shit together. It's not going to work like that, right?
At all. You ain't have no chance.
Then, the sweep.
Niggas got booted up out of
The sweep.
Fucking Jason Tatum was out there putting.
To be fair, everybody knew the Celtics were the better team. But because what we had seen with KD and Kyrie on that court, it was like, this might be the most dangerous 8th seed ever.
It is. And to that point, that first game, we thought Brooklyn. Kyrie put up 38.
Yeah, and KD stunk it the fuck up.
Yeah, he did, and we thought that they was gonna win.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, yeah, they honestly probably should have won the series. The games are close every fucking time. Mm-hmm. They just didn't have that.
Listen, because after that first game, Kyrie said, "Yo, fuck this team." Kyrie was standing out there. He scored 15 and said, "All right."
Kyrie definitely looked at KD and said, "My brother, I love you, but you ain't him. You ain't Bron them.
9 for 27.
You ain't Bron them. You letting this bum ass bench player clamp you down like that. That ain't Tony Allen, bro."
Who's that? Grant Williams?
Yes.
Woo.
Made his name off KD.
Yo, he did.
Made his name off KD.
Baby PJ Tucker out there,
Come
though.
on, man.
Oh,
Come on, man. Knock it off. He gave up on him, is what it is. So then, the off season.
What happened?
KD wants out. Not only does KD demand a trade, he went throwback magic on him. He said, "Get the coach out of here. Get the general manager. Get all of these folks out of here, or else I'm leaving."
Hold on. Prior to that, right? Let's go back. They got James Harden up out of there, but they got Ben Simmons in return.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't play. So cool. I just wanted to put that out there.
That's fact. That's fact. And that actually what turned. It should have been a good trade.
That should have been a good trade if Ben Simmons would have played.
Well,
but I mean that would have been tough because he didn't play for.
I'm finna say even if it did, it would have been tough because he ain't played in a year.
He ain't played a year. But maybe the defense would have kind of helped him out because they played no defense.
And it's not even that. And the structure of the team is gonna have him being a big man. So it's like
that was hard.
Come on, bro. But whatever. I thought it was a good trade. I mean, because James Harden, he didn't want to be there. What are you going to get from him? Whatever, cool. Still, so the trade demand happens. Not only that, he expounded on that. Do you got them quotes that he was saying today about the team and why he said it? And mind you, this is a fed up Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Go ahead, continue.
All right, cool. So we're going to get to the quotes, but I'm going to keep the timeline going. So then we get to the point. They fire Steve. They get him the fuck out of here.
They do.
Not only do they fire Steve, they suspend Kyrie Irving. KD is left with new additions and 6 man. None of these are legitimate starters other than Kevin Durant.
Wow, let me pull up a different way. Nobody should be starting on that team at all.
He's fed up. How can you fumble? And mind you, this might be. I can't even compare this to OKC because they had all these same players too. With these championship ambitions, at least they made it to the finals. How do you fuck up Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving on one court at the same time?
Pause that for a second. This man, speaking of that starting
lineup. Speak with it. What the quote say, man?
KD said, "Look at our starting lineup: Edmund Sumner, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, Nick Claxton, and me. It's not disrespect. But what are you expecting from that group? You expect us to win because I'm out there."
First of all, anytime somebody has to say it's not disrespect, that's exactly what you're about to do. That's exactly what you're about to do.
That is straight disrespect. That is beyond disrespect at this point.
And it's only 15 games this season, which makes it even more disgusting. It's not even like y'all none of the teams are good, so you be complaining this early is crazy.
You ain't even get Christmas yet, but I understand from him.
It's years of, you know what I mean, of frustration, all this shit.
I completely agree.
So, I mean, the Brooklyn Nets, come on, man. Thank God y'all have taken the crown from the Lakers as the worst managed organization. I appreciate you so much.
Nah, they definitely... Yo, you don't hear anything else about the Lakers right now.
The heat is off us.
You don't hear nothing about the Lakers at this point.
Wow.
It's nothing but Brooklyn.
I stand with Kyrie. He should leave y'all ass too.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. That shit that they had him doing is absurd. I'll be like, yep. Trade me, AKD, you my mans, but LA Bron, where you at?